Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to use quadratic formula to factorize quadratic equations. Students generally find it very difficult because there are a lot of positive, negative values and many different values. But I'm going to show you how to use the values stepwise so that you don't make any mistake in any question. So without wasting time any further, let's do some math. In this video, we will learn how to use quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equations. But the question is, what is quadratic formula? So let's check what is the general form of quadratic equation first. So the general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. And when we have an equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, we use quadratic formula to find the value of x or the solutions. So x is equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. And this gives you two solutions, one with positive sign and one with negative sign. And you get two solutions of x, and that's the solution of the given quadratic equation. And this is your quadratic formula. This is the quadratic formula. But now the next question is, why do we use it? Why there's a need of using quadratic formula? So basically, when we have a quadratic equation and when we use a factorization method or middle term split method to find the factors of the equation or also to find the solution, if we are unable to find the factors and if we are unable to use factorization method or middle term split method, in that case, we use quadratic formula method to find the solution of the quadratic equation when we don't find the factors. For example, when we have, let's say, x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2, or let's say we have an equation. When we have an equation x square plus 4x plus 4 equals to 0, and if we have to find the solution of this equation, we can clearly see that we can write this equation as x plus 2 and x plus 2 equals to 0, and hence the solution is x equals to minus 2 and another x equals to minus 2. That's how we get the solution using factorization method. But in case when we are unable to find the factors, and how is that possible? For that, we are going to solve a lot of questions in this video. So I suggest you bring a pen and paper with you and solve the questions along with me. So it will be easier for you. You can also learn and practice while watching the video. So let's check question number 1. We have the equation x square plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Now we know that let's check whether we are able to solve this equation using factorization method or not. So we have 1 and 3. So 1 multiplied by 3 is 3, and factors of 3 is 1 and 3 only. 1 3 is a 3, that means 1 comma 3. With 1 and 3 we cannot get 5. That means factorization method or middle term split method is not applicable over here. In this case, we use quadratic formula method, which is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So we will use this method to find the solution. So the first thing we have to do after checking the equation is list down the values of a, b and c. So here we can see that a is 1, b is 5 and c is 3. And now we'll find the solution. So x is equals to minus b, so minus 5 plus minus under root of b square, so that is 5 square, minus 4 into a, that is 1, into c, that is 3, whole divided by 2a, which is equals to minus 5 plus minus under root of 25 minus 12 divided by 2 into a. So the value of a is 1, so 2 only, which is equals to minus 5 plus minus under root of 25 minus 12, that is 13 divided by 2. Now from here we can write two solutions. First solution x1 is minus 5 plus root 13 by 2, and then we can write in decimal. Another solution is minus 5 minus root 13 by 2. So put this value in calculator and you'll get the answer. So minus 5 plus root 13 divided by 2, which is minus, it says write correct up to 2 decimal place. So we will write minus 0. The answer is minus 0.69722, but because we have to write correct up to 2 decimal place, so second decimal place number is 9. Next to 9 we have a number which is either 5 or greater than 5. So we'll round this up. So answer will be minus 0.70. This will be the answer. This will be your x1. Let's check x2. So we have minus 5 minus root 13 divided by 2, and the answer is minus 4.30277 and so on. So the value of x2 is going to be minus 4.30, correct up to 2 decimal place as mentioned in the question. So this is the x1 value, this is the x2 value. This is in case we have to round up the answer correct up to 2 decimal place, or when it is mentioned that you write up to 3 significant figure or 1 decimal place. In that case we'll do this. But if they're asking us to write down the exact answer or exact value, in that case we'll leave the answer in root form, x1 like this and x2 like this, which is minus 5 plus minus root 13 by 2, and that will be the answer. I hope this is clear to everyone. If this is helpful to you, do like the video and comment if you have any doubts, and if you are unable to understand anything, I'll make sure I'll clear it. I'll reply you in the comment section, and do subscribe the channel. Let's move on to question number 2 now. Question number 2, it says 2x square plus 13x plus 7. So let's try to solve this now. So we have value of a equals to 2. From where we are getting the value of a equals to 2? So the general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. And a and b are the coefficient of x square and x. So a is 2, b is 13 in this case, and c is your constant term or the integer term, which is positive 7 in this case. Now again we will substitute the value in the formula, which is x equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let's quickly substitute the value. So minus 13 plus minus b square minus 4ac, so 13 square minus 4a into c under root whole divided by 2 into a. This time a is 2, so 2 into 2, 4. So x will be minus 13 plus minus, let's do this in calculator, so 13 square, that's 169, minus 4 into 2 into 7, which is 113. So under root of 113 divided by 4. Okay, so now we have minus 13 plus minus root 113 upon 4. So x1 will be minus 13 plus root 113 whole upon 4, and x2 will be minus 13 minus root 113 upon 4. In this case again it says write correct up to 2 decimal place. So we will find the value and round up to 2 decimal place. So minus 13 plus root 113 divided by 4, and the answer is minus 0.5924 and so on. So the first answer is minus 0.59. This is your x1, and x2 will be, let me check, minus 13 minus root 113 divided by 4, and the answer is, let me check once again, minus 13 minus root 113 divided by 4, which is minus 5.90753 and so on. So x2 will be minus 5 point. Now second decimal place number is 0, and next to 0 we have 7, hence we'll write minus 5.91, and this will be your second solution, or you can say x2. That's the answer. Let's move on to next question now. Question number 3, it says solve 3x square plus 2x minus 13. So let's list down the values of a, b and c. A is 3, b is 2, and c is negative 13. Now we will substitute the values directly in the formula. I hope you remember the formula now. So x is equals to minus 2 plus minus under root of b square minus 4 into a into c, which is negative 13 this time, whole divided by 2a, so 2 into 3. So let's check the value, minus 2 plus minus, this is going to be 2 square. Now minus 4 and minus 13 is going to be positive 52, and then positive 52 into 3. And add with 2 square, that's 4, so we are getting 160 divided by 6. So x is going to be, x1 will be minus 2 plus root 160 by 6, and x2 will be minus 2 minus root 160 by 6. Let's check the value in decimals. So x1 will be minus 2 plus root 160 divided by 6, and the answer is 1.7748. But in the question it says write correct up to 1 decimal place, so we will round up correct up to 1 decimal place. So x1 will be 1 decimal place number is 7. Next to the 7 we have a number which is either 5 or greater than 5, so we'll round it up. So we have 1.8 as the final value of x1. x2 again, let's check. Minus 2 minus root 160 divided by 6, and the answer is negative 2.441. That's x2, but it says correct up to 1 decimal place, so x2 will be, so this time next to 4 we have a number which is less than 5, so we'll keep it as it is. Negative 2.4 is the answer. So negative 2.4 and positive 1.8 is the solution. Let's check next question. Question number 4. It says solve 5x square plus x minus 11 equals to 0. Let's try to solve this one. First list down the value. A is 5, b is 1, and c is negative 11. So the solution x is going to be minus 1 plus minus under root of b square, so 1 square minus 4 into a into c divided by 2a, so 2 into 5 this time. So x is going to be negative 1 plus minus under root of, this is going to be 1 square plus 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 11, because minus minus plus, hence they will add. So multiply 5 4s are 20, and 20 into 11 plus 1, we are going to get 221 divided by 5 2s are 10. So x1 value is going to be negative 1 plus root 221 by 10, and x2 will be negative 1 negative root 221 upon 10. Let's try to find the answer. This time it says write correct up to 3 significant figure. So let's check with the first one. X1 negative 1 plus root 221 divided by 10, and the answer is 1.3866 and so on. We have to write correct up to 3 significant number. So the 3 significant number is 8. Next to 8 we have a number which is either 5 or greater than 5, so we'll round it up. We have 6, so this is going to be 1.39. That's the value of x1. Let's check x2 now. Minus 1 minus root 221 divided by 10. So the answer is negative 1.5866 and so on. So this is x2, but we have to write correct up to 3 significant number. 3 significant number is 8. Next to 8 we have 6, so this is going to be 1.59, and this will be your x2. So this is the answer, positive 1.39 and negative 1.59. I hope this is helpful to you. If this is helpful to you, do like the video and subscribe the channel. Let's move on to question number 5. And question number 5 is little different. It says, okay, equation is given to us, x square plus 2x minus 73 equals to 0. It says give your answer in the form of a plus minus b root c, right? So first list down the value of a, b and c. This is a, b is 2, and C is negative 73. That means we have to leave the answer in the exact form. This is exact form. We don't have to write down the answer correct up to 2 decimal place or 1 decimal place. We have to leave the answer in exact form. So in the examination, this is how it is asked. Either they ask us to leave the answer in exact form, or they give us the form that you leave the answer like this. So let's check. So x is going to be minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4 into a into c divided by 2a, so 2 into 1. So x is going to be negative 2 plus minus under root of 2 square, that's 4, minus minus plus 73 into 4, so 73 multiplied by 4, that's 292, 4 divided by 2. So x is going to be minus 2 plus minus under root of, add these numbers, so this is going to be 296 divided by 2. Now let's find the root of 296. So root of 296 is 2 root 74. So if we simplify this, we can write it as x equals to negative 2 plus minus 2 root 74 divided by 2. We can clearly see that 2 is common in numerator and denominator. So we can write x is equals to negative 1 plus minus root 74 as the final answer. And this is exactly in the form that is given to us, a plus minus b root c. A plus minus b root c. In this question, they have not asked us to write down the value of a, b and c. Sometimes they also ask to write, after writing like this, write down the value of a, b and c, which are integers. So in that case, a will be negative 1, b will be your positive or negative 1, but leave the sign as it is. That means b will be 1 and c will be 74 like this. But this is only when it is asked. For now, in this case, this is the final answer. With this, we are done with all the questions. If you have any doubts, if you like the video, and if this was helpful to you, do subscribe the channel. That's all from my end. Bye everyone.